Hello family, welcome back to the channel. It's good to have you guys back here to the channel. So in today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to make this bag. Honestly, I made it from an old bag. The client just brought the bag and said it's too big, she doesn't like the way it fits on her, and she just wants me to just make something small, durable and beautiful for her. So I decided to make this shoulder bag for her. So if this is something you like to see, please stay tuned to the channel. So the tutorial is going to be a tutorial, two-way tutorial, and upcycling tutorial in case you have a maxi bag like this. And it is also going to be a tutorial where you can actually make the bag from fresh leather. Let's say for instance a client asks you to make this particular kind of bag, and they ask you to make it like from scratch. So I'm going to be giving both the measurements and how to go about it. So I'm using this beautiful side. So if you want it to be quilted like this, you could quilt it, but if it is a colorful fabric, you don't need to quilt it. So the measurement I am using is going to be a 17 inches long and a 9.5 inches in width. So I'm going to go ahead and divide it into parts by parts. So it's going to be carrying the 7 inches is going to be for the first body and the second body, and 3 inches is going to be for the bottom. So I'll just make a straight line that's just going to serve as a guide on how where, so that when I'm sewing I will not make any mistakes. So I'm using a thick leather here, so it doesn't require lining and it doesn't require any stabilizer. So if you are using a light fabric, plain light fabric that you want to quilt, of course you know that you're going to put your foam. So now immediately you put your foam, the next thing you're going to be putting is your lining to cover the foam, and that is the stabilizer already, so you don't need to put any extra stabilizer. If you are using a fashion leather, a leather that has design like this, of course you don't need lining, because 95% of the fashion leather that I've seen are are durable. They are not light because they are not plain. I just hope you understand my English and my philosophy. So I went ahead and got the middle of this main body. Then I went out by the side by 1 inches, and I went down from the middle by 1 inches as well. So I'm just going to be cutting out to just get that shape in front. Then I'm just going to go ahead and cut it out. So after cutting out, I'm going to duplicate the same thing to the other side. So please just keep watching so that you understand what I am talking about. Thank you guys for tuning into the channel once again. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back to the channel. If you are just tuning into the channel for the very first time, please do well to click on the subscribe button and also the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post a new tutorial. So after cutting the both side, this is what it looks like. I'm just going to go ahead and put that aside, and I am just going to be cutting out this side. So I needed something that was very long, because the D-ring is going to be attached to the side. You're not sewing it on the side separately. So this is just me trying to make the bag straight. So I'm going to be cutting out 6 inches. So since the bottom is 3 inches wide, it means the side is going to be 3 inches wide. So I cut out 6 inches, and I'm going to divide the 6 inches into two. Then I'm going to be cutting it out 3 inches. I'm going to be cutting it out. So after cutting out the 3 inches, I am now going to measure the length, because this is the width we are measuring now. So I'm going to measure the length. So guys, I'm going to be using one to illustrate. What I do for one, I will just go ahead and duplicate it on the second one. So I am going to be cutting out 7 inches. I'm just going to be marking, sorry, not cutting out yet. I'll mark 7 inches and I'll connect the lines. Then I would go from that 7 inches upward by another 3 inches. Then I'll also connect the line. So that is to say the total length of our side is 10 inches. Now from that 3 inches that I mark I'm going to get the middle, and I am also going to get the middle of the other 3 inches. So from those middles that I got, I'll go out by half inches, and I'll just make a curve like this. The reason is because the D-ring that I'm going to be using is going to be 1 inches D-ring. So I needed the middle to be 1 inches, then the up to be as wide as 3 inches, so that when I am stitching it, it will not be bent. I just hope you understand what I mean. So this is how it's going to look like when I am finished stitching. So I'm just going to go and duplicate it on the second one. So after duplicating, this is what it looks like. So you see, our side is ready already. So I am just going to go now to get my zipper, and I'm just going to be sewing it on these curved parts of the bag. After sewing the zipper, and I'll just go ahead and join the side as well. So after I was done with the side, I went ahead and put my runner. Now the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is to put my D-rings. I didn't have a D-ring, so I decided to use an adjuster for the project. So if you have your D-rings, just poke it, and you are going to arrange it nicely like this. Then you make straight stitch. You make straight stitch. Make sure it's overlapping, plus the excess 1 inches that you have on the side, and also the zipper, so that the zipper will not be poking out. So after stitching, this is what we have. As you can see, it's not bent. This is what we have, and that is like basically everything about this tutorial, guys. It's an already made strap from the previous bag. So what I just did was I just, you know, just put it back for her. So if you enjoyed this tutorial, please give me a thumbs up, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. I love you and God bless you. And if you're just tuning into the channel for the very first time, please do well to give me a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post a new tutorials. Honestly, the bag came out beautiful. So having said this, I hope you learned something. Give me a thumbs up, see something nice in the comment section, and see you guys in my next one. Bye.